Welcome, everyone, to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Deuce. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers' offense takes the field. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games.
And down he goes back with the 3.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On second down, wants to throw it.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. You've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you can give up a safety.
They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. The can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back.
And he rolls. to the house. Touchdown Seminoles. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Jamison. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Florida State. How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively.
And down he goes back at the 3.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, no!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Unloads quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. Oh, what a move! He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The play action fake. The throw. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Florida State! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using his legs to buy some time.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, no! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Dances away from the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Off play action. The throw. And the pass hits. Picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown Seminoles. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
56, Missouri, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Daniels. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Slips it. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Plays like that can just shoot energy through your team. The kickoff return for 89 yards and the score.
Missouri, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Open space at the 25. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now the play fake. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now facing a third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Might be looking to run. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead. With that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by... After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The 8th play of the drive coming, you goal. It's 3rd and goal. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go down, and it's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about to put points on the board, and they do.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Makes the grab. It's Jennings. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestled him down short of the first down. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Try to get it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Okay, ready? That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's Rasmussen. Now adjusting. Escapes trouble. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Running to the left. Bulls his way forward. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They made the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can...
Touchdown, no! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man down the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires to the tight end. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Oh, it's out! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And that'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward... He's going for it all. He caught it. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's no...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reeves. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Gabe.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You're back to Did you win?
Yeah, he won the time.
Is that even a game?
And I feel sorry for him, but I don't have mercy. As Lucas asked about playing the other day, and I told him you don't.
No.
I'll make you cry.
Yes. Definitely would.